king, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant, gives me moral dance. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. Whoa, I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light it's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. There you are, ready to fight, ready to go. That's my violent word. Second chance, there's a gift that just can't walk. Quitting the game, pushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath and let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself, and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage I've been locked in for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Japanese Wrestling Update. I am your co-host, Andre C. Right over here, it's the angry princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
Too angry? I got a lot of my anger out at the back day today at the gym. I'm annoyed about some of the stuff that happened at Resurgence and that we recorded that review earlier and it brought back all those memories, but I'm in a good mood, man. We're gonna see Leo Rush this weekend. How are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely phenomenal. Did my first full week at my new job. Yeah, it's just been I've been doing pretty good. Just happy, getting life on track, working out with Rich, and just things have been going positive in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you know when I do
What
know.
you don't have? Wait, you don't have positive things in life?
I got wrestling. And what a time to be a wrestling fan. We've been seeing some amazing shows. We saw Top Talent last week. There was an amazing CWE show where we saw Savio Vega and Jimmy Jacobs. That was a very surprising show. That was a great show.
Yeah, I had an absolute blast watching all those shows because again,
Yeah.
it just the more wrestling, the better in my personal preference. As long as I can watch it all.
Yes. I mean, we were spoiled last week. We even got Mina Shirakawa.
It's true. We did get Mina Shirakawa in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Oh.
For the save. Or the save. We would have
For
liked
the
to see her
save.
wrestle, but at least we saw her save.
But just the fact that because she was back in Japan before Saturday, 'cause she was wrestling on Saturday night with teaming up with Micah.
Yeah.
So this girl did a fan event on Monday,
Mhm.
flew to North America probably Tuesday, I'm gonna guess, and to Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, to do a run out and save her bestie, and then go home. It was interesting.
I'm not gonna complain because we got to see her do it. So,
We got to see her
and we
do
got
it.
to hear her music. We got to dance a little bit. I didn't get to do my Mina dance. We didn't get to see the Mina dance, but we saw Mina. That was good enough.
Yeah,
It's a start. It's a start.
Yeah, I know we talked a bunch about that last week, but again, it's still in
Yes, we
my
did.
head. And my boy, I'll add my other tag team partners in the chat. Time to add on Japanese wrestling. That is right, sir. If you have any questions about just anything Japanese wrestling, throw it in the chat. Anybody, if you got questions, just throw them in the chat. We'll try to answer them as best as possible. Again, our focus is mainly on Stardom, Marigold, and New Japan, but I do have some general pro wrestling Noah knowledge. And I know a couple things about DDT. I know they exist, and I know Konosuke Takeshi's from there.
I mean, that's the only two things that I know as well. So let's get
Yeah.
into it, my friend.
Yeah, let's talk about it. We're gonna kick it off what I thought was a big ass story coming out of everything this week. It only popped up. Was it a day or two? A day, like maybe it was today that popped up. I'm not exactly sure. Um, Yesterday. So there's a new cyber fight president in charge of this is the company that is the overarching parent for Noah, DDT, and Tokyo Joshi Pro. Right? He's the overarching president of the company that owns all those companies. In a press conference, he said he wants to strengthen their cyber fights relationship with the WWE. This coming off of the the coattails of Mari Gold, who seem to have are putting something in place to be because Julia, as it's been known that she is signed, but she's not quite going there yet, and that she's going to be able to come back and forth for appearances.
Mhm.
So, and their stuff is going to be distributed on Wrestle Universe. So
Mm.
for me, this is huge in the fact that looking like the rest of Wrestle Universe might be getting on the WWE train to be able to see some male wrestlers go to Noah, DDT, possibly some female wrestlers go not just to Marigold, but to Tokyo Joshi Pro. And could this mean a partnership with Tokyo Joshi Pro for some of those girls to be going back and forth with the girls at Marigold? So there's a lot of positivity here that could come out of Cyberfight working with the WWE.
I agree. I agree. And only because we seemingly have gone into a new era with the WWE, I don't feel that I don't feel that we would be talking as positively about it if Vince was still in charge. I
No.
think because we've seen a whole bunch of improvements, particularly from WWE programming over the last, well, 6 months, I'm going to say,
Mhm.
um, to be fair. Um, yeah, this has the potential to benefit so many wrestlers, so many fans. We could end up potentially with like almost like a Fantasticamania situation where we could see tours happening back and forth, talent exchange. This can only benefit, I mean, again, the wrestlers, the companies, us, the fans. Yeah, this is a good thing, being
Yeah,
that it goes off smoothly and with as little politics as possible.
I again, I'm in the same book as you. I hope this creates something where we can see like there because again, was it last the Muto the New Year show with Muto
Mhm,
Shinsuke Nakamura going over to wrestle him. Vince was still there at the time, but that deal was brokered by Triple H.
mhm,
And so obviously they sent Charlie Dempsey there to All Japan to wrestle there for the title. So like Triple H and Nick Khan look like they want to expand and be able to bring.
mhm,
And again, it only strengthens WWE in the Japanese market by having their superstars
mhm.
on shows. Do I think a Seth Rollins or a CM Punk are going to be working a Pro Wrestling Noah show? No, but Seth Rollins really wanted to, which I think he's the one top guy in that company that would say, I want to work a Noah show. Like you think about it, like he's the guy who came from ROH, grinded on the indie style. He's the one out of every top guy there. I think would be like, I would work a Noah show of all the top guys, in my personal opinion.
I mean, Seth Rollins, sure, but there's no reason to include CM Punk in anything.
No, I'm just
Um,
saying, though, like a name like that's not going to show up. Like Drew McIntyre, maybe because that guy's did grinded the Indies his entire career on and off for the entire career. So like, there's another guy I think that could again could be a great ambassador for WWE over there.
I mean, this is also a disclaimer that like I don't watch WWE or AEW regularly, so I don't
Mhm.
really know the names of a lot of their people now. There's been a massive change in the lineup for me, so there's a lot of people that I'm not familiar with.
Mhm.
That being said, those who I do know that are still there, there's no one who I would say, oh, shouldn't be considered for that. There's no one too big in the WWE that couldn't make that exchange, because that would be like you look at the champions that they have, like Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. I think Jade Cargill could fuck you in. I feel that someone like Jade Cargill and even Bianca Belair could benefit from going over and working the Japanese girls, even though like both of them have been putting in, from what I see, very solid work. I feel they could benefit from that. Rhea Ripley would have fun over there. Hell, even Selena Vega, I think, could benefit a lot from it. Like, there's no one, men or women, that I don't think are too elevated in the company that they shouldn't be considered. Except maybe Randy Orton. I just, with his moveset, I don't know how, like, there's been a very distinct lack of evolution in that one, despite the name. That was very much an accidental pun, but one that ended up working entirely. There hasn't been an evolution for his moveset. He's always kind of been the same old Randy Orton since his 20s, right? So like with him, not so much, but like as Ed said, like I've heard a lot about this Dijak guy. I think has he been over there? Is that why he said it in the name way he did?
Well,
We don't want Cody. Cody's
no,
good. He's had his run.
but like a Logan Paul would only benefit Pro Wrestling Noah to have a Logan Paul go in there because again, social media side of it, he would benefit that
Kaito
company.
Kiyomiya, 100%. Logan
Like,
Paul. That'd be a
yeah,
great match.
but again, and then Dijak, yeah, he grinded for years in the Indies. He was an ROH star for a long time before joining WWE. So
Mhm.
yeah, he could see it. And then Tiffy time in Japan. Let's go.
I'm just thinking though that like, yeah, she could benefit a lot from the Joshi style because she's doing very, very good. And she has things that I've seen from like clips and stuff. Again, I don't watch WWE or AEW or even Impact or ROH regularly to like know what they do. I
Mhm.
just see the clips online, so that's the extent of my knowledge. Um, could you imagine though, from what I've seen, poor Tiffany getting in the ring and ending up opposite from Momo Watanabe? I'm sorry,
Oh.
she would get her shit kicked, literally. Or like Natsuko Tora.
Mm.
She would need to start, I think, with Queen's Quest a little bit. But
Well, okay,
yeah,
this wouldn't include Start. This wouldn't Stardom wouldn't be involved in this because
oh
they're
right,
under
not
that
Stardom,
AEW umbrella. Yeah,
Marigold. Even
Marigold.
still, Utami.
Jesus.
Yeah, but do I think that she could have a really great run, specifically with someone like Victoria Yuzuki? Absolutely. Do I think that Tiffany and Nane Takahashi could have an incredible match? Absolutely.
Mhm.
Nane would totally have fun with that one, putting her over. 100%. Julia even would be a fun match to eventually work up to for her. Absolutely. She could benefit entirely from
Yeah, I agree with you. Again, there's so many good names that could go either way.
it.
Like a Kaito Kiyomiya coming over to work an NXT pay per view or a WWE pay per view. Think about that. That would be huge for the company to
Mm.
have their GHC champion on the big stage in WWE or NXT. Like that's great for them, right? Like it's great exposure.
Hayata.
Hayata as a national champion. Yeah, there's some great stuff there.
Hayata and Ricochet would be one I'd be interested in because Ricochet's kind of got that crazy aerialistic kind of thing, and Hayata just seems to have a lot of counters to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great possibilities that could come out of that joiner, for sure.
Mhm. So moving off here, we're going to start talking about some shows that have happened over the last little bit. We're going to talk about last week's Resurgence to begin. So I really like this opener. This was so
Mhm,
strong. A great way to open the opener. And I think Mac Vandegrift is such a great talent for that company
mhm.
and building the future of New Japan America and New Japan proper itself.
I agree. The aerial alchemist, I believe is what he calls himself,
Mhm.
worked a little heel against the usual face Adrian Quest in this one. This match was really fun for me. And a lot of people were rushing into the stands. Like it filled up really quickly to during this match because this was a pre-show match.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, these strong survivor matches have been such great ways to showcase Matt Vandergriff in particular, but the strong graduates who have been coming out that Matt Vandergriff has been crossing off the list as
Yeah,
he goes along.
very much so. We're not going to go through everything on the shirt. I just got a few
No.
that I thought we talk about. A big disappointment for us was the Girls of Destiny taking the strong tag titles back from TMDK in kind of a flip flop. Like, I don't know. I'm just not liking that they're flipping these titles so much.
Hot potato titles.
Mhm.
That's what they are. The tag division is in shambles right now, though. Arguably, we have lost a couple really gluey, tag people. Jay White did kind of have that foundation out there. You know, we lost Tomatonga, the original Gorillas of Destiny, both Tomatonga and Tongaloa. We lost the Sword Hammer, man. What the frick
Sword
are we
hammer,
supposed to do?
sword hammer,
Sword Hammer,
sword hammer.
Sword Hammer. Now we have to deal with the power bottoms.
Power bottoms.
Power
Power
bottom.
bottoms.
Oh no. Lord
Oh,
help us.
that's gonna be
Um,
clipped. Oh.
yeah, it probably is. Let's move on from this. This was disappointing.
Yeah, just again, it's significant. I want to talk about it because it was a title change. I just want did highlight it in this one. An
Mhm.
amazing title defense by Stephanie Vaquer against Alex Windsor, who just is absolutely fire.
Yes, yes. Big fan of Alex Windsor. Her attitude, her outfit, the way she wrestles, just everything about her is so top tier. I love it.
Mhm.
She's so good. I want to see her more.
Oh, me too. I'm all in for Alex Windsor in New Japan, in Stardom, and everywhere else,
Mhm.
wherever she goes. I think she's
Everywhere and
absolutely
anywhere.
fun. I think she's absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
And they're just showing back here winning the title. And then we're gonna talk about the strong title match because there's some news that came out of this. So I thought
Mhm.
this was a no ropes last man standing match, which I thought for this one, outside of Eddie Kingston blatantly blading himself, this was a really good match.
Mhm.
I thought these
Mhm.
two had a really good, solid match, beating the living piss out of each other until the end, where Gabe Kidd suplexed Eddie off the apron off the ring to a table on the floor with Eddie's legs connecting with the barricade very hard.
Mhm.
And Eddie and Gabe Kidd did respond at the count of 10 to get the and got the before the count of 10 and got the win. So Gabe Kidd is your new strong open weight champion, which I'm all in for this guy being the champion 100%.
Mhm. Same. And he's been not floundering, but he's has certainly been like left adrift a little bit since Alex Coughlin did have to retire, and him and Coughlin were just dominant forces
Mhm.
in NJPW in 2023 with a few runs with the tag titles there. So like it was he kind of like lost a little bit of wind, but kept getting into these fights because we can't call this a match. This was fights that
Mhm.
he's been in for the last couple of months, and he has just been killing it. So yeah, this is well deserved for Gabe Kidd, but unfortunately at the expense of Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, so Eddie in that spot, who he did get up and climb back in the ring after for his spot with Jack Perry and the Young Bucks when they showed up to beat him up.
Mhm. Yeah.
He broke his leg. Yeah, he broke his right leg on that suplex hitting the barricade. I'm surprised he didn't break both the way both legs connected, but Jesus, man, I feel for the guy because again, this takes him out of his Double or Nothing main event in the Anarchy Arena, which they literally were setting up at the Edmonton Dynamite that we were at.
Yeah.
Um, they take it depending on how long he's going to be out. And was he factored in for the G1 this year? Because he had a great run last year. Was he factored in for this year? And that takes him out of that too, which really sucks for Eddie
Mhm.
Kingston.
Mhm. Yeah. His as mentioned in our Purist review, it definitely feels like, unfortunately for Eddie, his 2024 is probably done.
Mhm.
But again, this is an opportunity for him to potentially look at other things while he is healing and stuff. So, maybe we'll see a podcast or something pop up, or maybe he'll pop up on other people's stuff, so that he doesn't have a permanent thing that he walks away from when he's healed up. But yeah, just remember everyone to send him well wishes and stuff throughout the months. Probably need the support to get better and heal up. But yeah, we're going to try to find the silver lining on this one because I was actually really enjoying Eddie Kingston and NJPW.
Yeah, and he actually just came out. There's a new series from Renee Paquette in RJ City. They're online. They're doing a show called A Meal and a Match, where they watch a match and they have a meal with a wrestler. And Eddie Kingston is on the first episode. Obviously,
I
it was taped before the injury, but at least I think it was. I'm not sure. But yeah, he is the first guest on Meal and a Match. So and from the clips I've seen of him, the guy is insanely charismatic. The guy can
mhm,
talk. The guy can do a lot, and that like for a long time I wasn't a fan of him in ring, but I always respected the talker that he was, and the man
mhm,
could sell snow to an Eskimo. Simple as that. Like that's how like that guy has that ability of talking that he has just that he has a charisma about him. And yeah, I think if he wants to get into podcasting game, he could, if depending on what he wants to do, right? There's a lot of options out there
mhm,
for him while he's off. Just don't
mhm,
show up as
100%.
the devil while you're still as the devil while you're injured and just not do anything for the last 5 months. Please don't do that, Eddie.
I
Just go away.
mean, he's contracted to AEW, so if Tony Khan wants him to do something stupid, chances are
He'll do something stupid.
he'll do something stupid. But yeah, like while he is kind of immobile, it would be cool to kind of see him use that charisma somewhere else.
100%.
Mhm,
100%. And then your main event of that show was John Moxley versus his young boy, Shota Umino. There's a great video off the hop before the match that showed their history of these together from 2019 when Moxley came in for the G1 and how they bonded
mhm,
there, and how they worked together on and off since then for the last 5 years. And again,
mhm,
I thought these two had an incredible match together. Just like Moxley being able to reverse the Death Rider attempts of Umino, telling the story because it's his move. He knows the way out of it. But then Umino coming up with different ways to put him down, trying to put him down with the cradle DDT, doing the swinging Death Rider that he did at one point. So like it
mhm,
was a really good match. But Moxley in the end does retain the title using Seth Rollins' curb stomp and following up with the Death Rider.
mhm,
But I thought just absolutely great way to cap off a really fun show.
mhm. I agree. I agree. Resurgence overall was a really fun show. There was a couple hickety ups, hickety ups.
Hickety
But
cups.
yeah, yeah, sure. But overall, the show was very, very solid. Very, very good.
Yeah, but but this wasn't what capped it off because we got the night kind of the ending ruined by House of Torture.
Everywhere they go,
Yeah, they
bitches
just
always
seem to
know.
they ruin everything, man. Like just fuck this team, man.
Yeah, the shenanigans, at least on this show, were not as shenanigan-y as they usually shenanigan in Japan. And I think that is in large part due to the fact that Sho, Yoshinobu, and Little Dick were not in attendance. Those
Hmm.
three are usually the biggest deal breakers. Evil is usually also up there, but he can be mellowed out a bit with Ren Narita and clearly with Perry. But I don't
Hmm.
remember if Perry came out on this one. I don't think he did.
No, it's just Ren Narita choking Umino, and then as Perry had done the stuff with the Young Bucks the match previous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at him go, teaming with the two most obnoxious teams possible on two different shows. You need some new friends.
Uh,
Make better choices, Mr. Perry.
I agree. He really needs to make better choices. We're gonna move on. We're gonna talk Best of Super Juniors. This is a tournament going on right now. We're gonna give you everything as of today. As of March 17th, the last show was on March 16th for the B block. So we're gonna give you everything as of today. I don't think this is updated. Ah, shit, this isn't updated. I'm just gonna do this for now and just I'm just gonna do this for now. Actually, before we talk Best of Super Juniors, so coming off of the Resurgence show, we did get the announcement of Evil versus John Moxley for Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
So quickly, I want to talk about the card for Dominion that has been announced. So yeah, obviously John Moxley versus Evil for the IWGP World Championship. We kind of felt like that was the way it's going after he said, "I'm the next challenger." He did really a Momo Watanabe there, didn't he?
He kind of did, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got it announced Shingo Takagi versus Hanare for the Never Openweight Championship. He did do the video saying he is coming next. The title is Destiny. I think that's going to be a hell of a match.
I agree. And I'm interested to see where Hanari is kind of standing because, as I mentioned in Pro Wrestling Review, there was no United Empire anything in his video except for, him receiving triage at that dog cage pound thingamajiggy that they did. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what he's going to do, where he's going to go, if he's going to still be United Empire aligned, if he's going to be just kind of like a free agent. Is he going to be the new Suzu Suzuki of NJPW?
Yeah.
Guess we're going to find out at Dominion. Maybe a little before.
Maybe. Then we have a rematch for the provisional KOPW 2024 championship. It is Yu Uemura defending his title against a Great O'Khan. We do not have the stipulations announced yet. They won't be announced probably till about a week out, so people can vote on them. So, but yeah, we're going back to it. The first match was, I think, funny in that there was like a tire carrying challenge and the lemon eating contest, and then the tables match was actually kind of humorous with some of the shit that they did. So I don't know if I'm looking forward to seeing them go again, but yeah.
I'm on the fence about it because the KOPW title has really when it was first kind of made, it was kind of like a silly little thing because it was just that stupid little trophy. And now that they've made it into an even stupider looking title, it's hard to get excited about it. Especially the things that they end up doing with it are they're almost like comedic relief matches. And it's like hard to take the title seriously. It just kind of seems like a silly title, which is unfortunate. Like it's almost like the former 24-hour title for WWE. It was there. It just didn't always necessarily make sense. And it was more funny on certain people. So yeah, I'm hoping that they do something cool to like turn my opinion around on it. But I'm kind of like womp on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have Jeff Cobb taking on Tomohiro Ishii for the New Japan Television title. Ishii did make the challenge after Cobb's match at Resurgence. So, again, that's going to be a hell of two people beating the piss out of each other match.
No neck. There will be no neck in that match.
And then the match that I think infuriates me and Mel, again, because just the decisions they're making with these titles make me just question everything that Gato's doing now.
Oh God, this
for years I didn't think this man could do wrong because he booked the company so well, and just in the last couple of years has just done some weird shit,
outlandish things.
It is a 4-way tornado tag team elimination winner take all match for both the IWGP Tag Team Championships and the Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships. So we're not just going to get it one fall to a finish. This is an elimination match. This is a tornado tag match, which means everybody is legal at once. So it's going to be pure chaos. And yes, there is chaos in this match because it's Bullet Club's Kenta and Chase Owens, who are the IWGP Tag Champs, versus Guerrillas of Destiny, who are El Fantasma and Hikuleo, who are the strong openweight tag champs, versus Bishamon, who are from Chaos. They're Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi versus TMDK's Mikey Nichols and Shane Hayes. Yeah, I'm not looking forward. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the match and seeing how it plays out. I'll be happy if TMDK wins this.
They should.
I'll be a little less happy, but I'll still be okay if Bullet Club wins this.
Yeah,
but
I
if
agree.
if God or Bishamon win this, I might start skipping tag team title matches.
I mean, I've been saying it for a little bit right now. The NJPW tag division is really in shambles. And it just this hot pocketing, this hot potatoing of the titles, it's not helping. It makes it look worser. Like it was worse before and it got worser now. And the more we keep adding in these tag teams that haven't been able to evolve themselves, both as teams or individuals, it makes it just a repetitive just cycle of not interesting. And it's disappointing because I really do like Gorillas of Destiny, what they've evolved into with ELP and Hikuleo. I really hated on Hikuleo for a long time. The last year, 2023, he like completely turned me around. I'm a big fan of his. And I've always been a fan of ELP, even when he was a dick in Bullet Club. But like something about them being a tag team and just hot potatoing the title is kind of like becoming redundant. It's just put the titles on someone and let the division repair itself with them defending the titles and having successful defenses. Because the way it kind of hops them around, it's making each team kind of look weaker and weaker and weaker with each loss and transition. It's very odd. But we know that TMDK is that team that you call when you want to have a banger title match. So, like, just give them the titles already and leave them there for like a few months.
I agree.
Please.
I agree with you. So from here, we're gonna go back to the Super Juniors because the winner on Dominion will have the finals of the Best of the Super Juniors on this show. So again, this is our way to get into talking about that. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that. And bam, there we go. I'm gonna make us tiny for a second. Oop, I just went weird with my computer because I'm weird. I'm bad at my job. Full screen layout. There we go. I'm just gonna make that there so people can read it, and you can see my cursor doing stuff. So in the as of the end of Wednesday and Thursday shows, which are the last two shows for A and B block. In the A block, we have El Desperado and Kevin Knight with 4. We have Bushi with no wins yet. Teton on top with 6, along with and then 0 for TJP, which just hurts me so much. Kosei Fujita with 2. Blake Christian on top with 6, and also on top with 6 points. Clark Connors with 4. Yoshinobu Kanemaru with 2, and Hayata with 2. Again, I think the A block's been pretty fire on a lot of the stuff they've done.
I have to agree. I haven't watched the most recent one. I haven't watched the 16th yet.
Me
either. Oh wait, yes, I've been watching so much I don't know. I have to check my notes. I might have started watching it. But yeah, no, A Block has been absolute fire. You're absolutely right though. The TJP kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Because like, come on. There's no reason for that. There's no reason to like, especially when he's trying to elevate United Empire. He'd spoken about wanting to be that leader. And like I appreciate seeing him with the flag and everything. It's just they're really doing him a disservice if that's what it is that he is wanting to do.
True.
Happy to see Teton up there. Big favorite of mine. Also happy to see one of my choices, Blake Christensen, up there as well. Interesting to see Hayata, being that he is a junior with a heavyweight title. and he's only got 2 points on there. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
And even more interesting, the people that have gotten wins over him.
Yeah. Because it's Bushi or no, it's not Bushi.
Teton and
Teton beat him.
Connors.
Teton didn't surprise me, but Connors beating him did.
Really, I was the opposite. I was not surprised that because Connors to me I always kind of looked at him as a micro heavyweight, him and Drilla. So like I was actually not surprised. I expected Connors to kind of bowl through him in the way he did. I expected him to actually bowl through him a little quicker. I had to put up quite a bit of a fight against Connors, whereas Teton, oof, that was just like an impressive display, but a very, very different styled match than when he wrestled Connors.
Yeah. So we'll move over to B block. So on top, you have Kushida and Taiji Ishimori with 6 points. That is surprising on both points. For me personally, I just didn't expect it. Then you have Show and Ninja Mac, each with 4 points. So nice to see Ninja Mac in there, but Show can go eat a butt.
Hey, but look who Ninja Mac beat. Look who he
he beat Show. Or no, he lost the Show. The filled in circles are who you lost to.
Yeah. I know.
Ninja Mac lost the Show, but he beat Doki, or he beat Akira and Eagles. So so and then with 2 points, you have Hiromu Takahashi, Doki, Francesco Akira, and with 0 points, you have Dragon Dia, which doesn't surprise me. He's the young guy from DDT, kind of replacing somebody who was at the bottom, I think. He was replacing Taguchi, who probably wasn't going to be getting much wins anyways. So
I thought Kushida was the one who replaced Taguchi.
But whoever Dia replaced, it doesn't surprise me him being at the bottom. But then our 2 picks to win this tournament, me picking Drilla Maloney and you picking Robbie Eagles, each with 2 points.
Boo. But again, we always have that Cinderella story that NJPW just loves to do. And usually it's Sonata. Well, Sonata isn't in this tournament. He's out on injury. So, we saw on there Drilla Maloney, 2 losses, no bueno, but he's got 2 points. He's had a resurgence, if you will. And look who he won against for those 2 points. So, I'm still rooting for Robbie to win because Robbie is doing really, really good right now, and he's pulling double duty, coming in on commentary every once in a while. But I also I'm looking at Drilla Maloney, going, I made a mistake in my choice. Might be Drilla. They really are starting to book him really, really well. And he's a part of Bullet Club. He's one of Gato's boys. I'm hopeful. It'll be fun to see. Best Super Juniors is some stuff. I mean, arguably he should have been in it, but it definitely would have messed up his ability to be here as well as Resurgence. I personally love to see Ali in one of the junior tournaments. Could we see him making a reluctant teamage with that kooky little possessed dude that he just faced? Wouldn't that be an odd tag team in the Super Junior Tag League?
It'd be a cool tag team, but we already got Leo. Come on. We already got Leo.
We don't know if Yo will be back. We don't know how bad that shoulder injury is.
That's true.
So, if he can't make it in time, just saying, it would be a nice little treat for us in NJPW. But we would be stealing the X Division champion. So,
and I think a big reason that he's not in there this year is because he's doing his undefeated streak. So for him to continue would mean he would have to win Best of Super Juniors and then eventually beat Show, which is not a bad thing at all. But I just don't think it works for New Japan. You know what I mean? Like to have a very much another part-time champion. I'm good. I don't need another part-time.
I was gonna say it seems to be working at the highest level possible for NJPW. Actually, coming down to the lower one might not be so bad.
We just don't need another one. That's what I'm saying.
No, we would like to actually have some of the titles kind of still on the show, if that's okay with you guys. You
Yeah.
know, or we could trade. Again, I would love to see Forbidden Door champions versus champions versus champions. But I would like some of those champions to actually be
hmm
ours, you know? Like, how cool would it be to see Swerve against the IWGP champion? Well, right now, that's just Swerve and John Moxley. Like, kind of, I
Yeah.
don't really want to see that.
Yeah.
But would I have loved to see Swerve versus Shota?
Or just Naito, who
Well,
he took it from. Swerve versus
no,
Naito.
no, no. No, I think Shota. Shota would have given Swerve the best freaking show. Like Naito he can move still, but Shota is in his prime right now, and arguably so is Swerve. Why did your eyes do that weird thing?
Swerve versus Evil.
Why would you ruin something so perfect?
Because Evil ruins everything.
He really does. But like, then we got to turn this around. I mean, come on. Mayu Iwatani versus Tony Storm. Hello.
Oh, I did not mean to bring
How
that
did
up yet. I
we
meant to bring that up
we
first.
we are micro.
I meant to bring this one up first. I clicked the wrong one.
Yeah, let's get into it.
We're gonna just quickly run through tomorrow's Flashing Champions show, which is on Stardom World, which will be probably in a couple of Stardom World, but I'm looking forward to seeing this show. Kicking it off, the pre-show match is Hina versus Rana Yamagi. I think that's gonna be. I love Hina's new gear; looks really good.
It does. Or the jacket also, I don't know if you've seen the jacket in combination with it. It also looks very, very good.
Looks like kind of superhero-ish.
It does. Kind of reminds me almost like I don't watch the show The Boys, but it kind of reminds me like of a superhero from that show. I don't remember what her name is, but it reminds me of that.
I don't watch that show, so
I don't
I don't
either.
know.
I should. Carl Urban. I mean, big fan.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we started there. Next match on the show, opening of the main card. It's Nazi Boy and Starlight Kid versus Crazy.
Sorry. I just wanted to go back to mention something real quick with Hina. I have been watching some of the shows that have been. I was just looking for the tweet that Rena had written about her. So I guess they're coming down to a like a pop off kind of match between the sisters, and yeah, it would seem that Rena is getting pretty cocky, saying that she's better than Hina because of Hina's extended absences. And based on what I'm kind of seeing, kind of have to agree. I just watched a match this morning where the sisters faced off in a six-woman tag match. It was Rina Fukiken Death and Momo Watanabe versus Hina, Lady C, and another girl. I don't remember her name. She's on God's Eye, though. So it was like a mismatch team. And Hina was working really, really, really hard, but there was a lot of timing mishaps with Hina, which kind of were causing a lot of issues throughout the match. Specifically when she got in with her sister, it was like she kind of went a little ham and kind of forgot some stuff. Like she was trying to go a little too hard. So it's going to be interesting to see the result. I mean, obviously, I love Rana, but we know that Hina is most likely going to pick up a win on this one and use it as a challenge opportunity against Rena. I'm curious to see where that goes.
Yeah, I am too. So we move on. It is Natsupoi and Starlight Kid taking on the now dethroned former tag team champions, former goddess champions, Crazy Star, Suzu Suzuki, and May Sarah. We have to add that to our Flashing Champions review. We might just add that tag match. Just tack it on to our Flashing Champions review. We should just tag that on too. It was a good match.
No, well, if we have time. If we have time. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We have seen Starlight Kid participating in the Cosmic Angels dances and stuff like that with Natsupoi, with Tam Nakano, and I guess Sayoriano just kind of stands there. She doesn't really get too involved. Yeah, this will be a very interesting match because we know how hard Natsupoi can go. She's a crazy pixie pirate lady girl. She goes hard. I'm surprised that she isn't a singles champion just because of how much effort she puts in. And it'll be nice to see how Starlight Kid evolves after being booted from Oedo Tai.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the changes there.
100%.
And we got Empress Nexus Venus face off. We got the leader facing off against one of her younger teammates, and it's Micah, the world champion, versus Hanako. Yeah,
It's going to be a power versus power match. Holy crap. It's going to be great. Because Hanako has evolved so much. So much. And learned so much from Micah. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great because and see how well can Hanako handle the experience of Micah, and how can Micah handle the power and just dominance that Hanako has. It's really going to be interesting to see both sides in this match.
Yeah, because Micah in herself is just a physically dominant and impending looking person. Like, she's not short by any means. She usually is quite tall in regards to all the other women, but Hanako dwarfs Micah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Then we have, it is Empress Nexus Venus, Mina Shirakawa, Xena, and Waka Tsukiyama versus Oedo Tai's Rina and Fukikin Death, teaming up with Azusa and Naba.
We haven't seen her in a hot minute.
Yeah, the other Inaba sister. Sister. Not just, yeah.
I feel that last time that I saw her was when she was challenging Rina for her Future of Stardom championship.
Yeah, and now they're teaming up.
Hey, I mean, more Naba's the better. These girls are great.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think it's going to be a fun six-person tag match. I really do.
Waka's going to win.
Let's hope. I hope Waka pins Fuki.
I hope that Waka submits somebody with the Waka ride. She has to at some point. Why do it if it's not going to be something that finishes somebody off? It's got to finish someone. It has to.
We move on to a gauntlet trios tag match for a shot at the Artist of Stardom Championship. So it's the gauntlet match where two teams start. When one team gets eliminated, another team comes in, so on and so forth. And whoever is there at the end gets a shot at EXV's artist titles. So we have stars Hazuki Koguma and Momo Kogo. They're not going to win because Momo Kogo's on the team. Versus Queen Quest, Azumi, Miyu Amasaki, and Lady C. And most likely they won't win because Lady C always takes the pin. Godza versus Godzai, Suri, Konami, and Saki Kashima. A strong favorite. Versus Oedo Tai's Momo Watanabe, Natsuka Tora, and Tekla. Who I'm pretty sure are winning this match. Versus Cosmic Angels, Yuna Mizumori, Ai Sakura, and Sayaka Kurara.
Yeah. Everything you said is true. Because we know that, like, I love Momo Kogo, but she is the Bushi of their team.
Mhm.
And like I love this combination of Cosmic Angels, but Kurata and Sayaka are still
Young.
they're young lions essentially, so I don't see them winning. God's Eye, you have Konami and you have Suri, two of the three most dangerous strikers in this company. And then you got Saki. I feel like Saki is going to be their problem because as much as she is sneaky with that, what is it called?
Kishikaze.
Kishikase?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's just not going to be good enough against her old faction because they're going to know. They're going to know if she makes it to them. They're going to know. But yeah, I have to agree that everything you said is factual. Oedo Tai is most likely taking this because they're the ones who actually have some kind of footing, some semblance of a story and feud already started with Empress Nexus Venus in Tekla, who is already trying to be the idol killer, which I am loving, loving. So I know you don't like it because she's targeting like pretty much all your favorite girls. and and Tam and Mina and Poi. Like I get it, but the complete turn of personality from being the to now being the like I'm a whip your ass. It's given me Bullet Club War Dog vibes. And I feel that it is an invigoration that she could give to the rest of Oedo Tai, which we could see them turn into the rest of the War Dogs. And look how well it's been working for Finley and the War Dogs.
Mhm.
They're in title pictures, they're winning championships. You know, they had the tag division on lock last year. I feel it's a good thing. It sucks because Mina will probably get her butt kicked, and I don't want that. But it's going to elevate this division.
Yeah, it really is. I'm looking forward to seeing how this match goes. And
Mm,
Stardom makes weird choices. They just took the Goddess titles off of Crazy Star. They could have Cosmic Angels win this. They really could. It's very possible because they make weird choices in Stardom now.
please don't ever say that.
When you have the head of merch as one of the two main bookers, yeah, they make weird choices.
I mean, they have been booking Kurara very oddly, but like, they can't be that dumb. At
They
some
could
point
be,
in time, they can't be that dumb. They
could
they
be.
have to. This isn't an indie show where you just book everybody who you're buddies with. Like this is an international show. You can't just do that, but make the right choice.
Yeah. High speed title match. It is Saya Kamitani defending in Saya Ida. Saya versus Saya. It's gonna be. I'm gonna
Yes.
legitimately have to be writing Kamitani and Ida in all my notes to make sure I keep them separated. Um,
Yep.
I'm so looking forward to this match. I want to see this so badly, but the result I want is probably not going to happen. I want Saida to win this, but Kamitani just got this belt. I doubt they're going to hot potato it, but I hope so. I hope they do because I'd love to see Saida win this title.
I'm just saying they're partnered with NJPW. We see them hot potatoing their tag titles. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. And to be honest, like, I love Kamatani, but this feels odd.
Hmm.
It feels weird for her to have the high speed title. And I think we can just kind of chalk it up at this point that she's got it. She had it. Just cross it off the bucket list. It's I don't think I've ever seen Ida holding a singles title. I've seen her hold the tag title, that new blood tag title with Hina, but I don't think I've seen her like since I've started watching. I haven't seen her hold a singles title. And I think it's time. I think it's time. And I think that Kamitani needs to kind of refocus if she wants to actually start leading Queen's Quest a little bit. I think she needs to refocus and go for a higher title belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ida did have the Future Stardom title, but that was a good few years ago. So,
Oh yeah, I don't recall her having that, so she must have just lost that.
oh, that
Anon had it when
predated
I
us.
started watching. Yeah.
Oh, it predated us for sure. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because Hanan had it when I first started watching.
Ida won it in December 2020. Had to vacate it in 2020 or May of 2021 due to injury. So,
Yeah, yeah. I think she was just returning from injury when I started watching. I can't remember. I am not very good for remembering time because of COVID. Yay.
yeah, COVID.
Yeah, COVID.
Okay. Yeah, COVID's why you can't remember things. Okay.
Bruh, don't make me give you shit again.
We move on to its eye contact. Mayu Itani and Hanan taking on the best friends. Tsukasa Fujimoto and Arisa Nakajima. Yeah.
You have no idea.
I stopped. This match was set up after the Dream Queendom show that one of these girls came out and talked to her, and they set up a tag match. Remember, after Mayu's IWG title defense. So again, that's kind of where this is coming from.
I feel like we've seen the girl in the black and gold before. Her face looks familiar. I don't know what that reference is. What's the sled that's happened on Twitter?
The reel that Ed shared today on Instagram and everywhere else. That was where my workout.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Believe that.
Yeah. Arisa Nakajima.
I feel like we've seen her before. I feel like we've seen her.
Is she one of the ones that's part of the new Prominence?
Is she Andre?
No, she would have been in that match. So no, she's not.
No, she looks like one of the people who came. There was like a one of the summer shows, um, where there was like a legends match. I feel like she was one of the people in it. I could be very wrong about that. It could be someone who just
No,
had a very similar outfit.
no, she
Anyway,
wasn't there. No,
well,
she
let's
is.
just
Yeah, I'm looking at her history from last year. Nothing there. No.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not the same person then. Let's talk about the match.
But I think it's gonna be a fun match. Again, just really anytime you put Hanan and Mayu and Tani at a ring, you know you're gonna get a great time.
100%, 100%. I'm curious to see the other two. I'm not too privy to them, but we know what Mayu and Hanan are capable of. They're very good at everything they do. I've really loved watching Hanan, especially kind of evolve over the last couple of years. Because when I first started watching, as I mentioned, she was the Future Stardom champion. She was that cute little cheerleader type with the Hanan Hanan intro. It was so cute. Yeah, this will be fun for her.
Well, very much so. Very much so. So we're gonna move on to another match. It is for the AEW TBS title. It's Willow Nightingale defending against Tam Nakano. So I think most people are going to say that this finish is a foregone conclusion. That Willow is retaining the title. But there is always a shot that Mercedes Moné is making deals in the back with Tony Khan going, I want Tam Nakano instead of Willow Nightingale. There is always that chance.
You know, here's the thing. I would find it to be fair play. You guys stole our IWGP World Championship. Would make sense that it could happen. Is it gonna happen though? Probably not. Because I
No.
feel like Tony Khan is a petulant child and he would be stamping his feet, going, no, 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 I don't want that. Wait, I'm gonna call my daddy. Gonna get my phone back. But
It's the worst Tony Khan impression I've ever heard.
I mean, that's how I imagine he sounds. It's just a child
Okay.
perpetually going, I'm doing everything. We're gonna have fun. La 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 la. Yeah, go jump off the side, throw a plane of glass, Darby Allin. That'll be fine. That being said, though,
Ed, clip that, please. Clip that, please.
Tam Nakano is
Oh.
one adorably tough mama jump. And if anyone is going to push Willow to a point that she didn't know she could go to, it's going to be Tam Nakano. Because Tam Nakano, I mean, she surprised me when she was feuding with her now partner, Natsupoi, when they were having that, big kind of like showdown that they were doing where they had like a regular match and then they had a cage match and then they had like another crazy match. It's just so much chaos and craziness with them. I feel like Tam is ready to step that up even more because she has seen undoubtedly what her former partner Mina Shirakawa is doing on AEW. She has seen what Azumi is doing, what Sayaka Mitani is doing. She wants to make an impression. And we know Tam Nakano loves attention. So I feel like the chance is not as little as Ed said. I feel it's a little bit higher, but I do feel that it's probably not going to be a title switch just because of politics, which is unfortunate because I think this could be good.
And again, so Stardom has a thing about their shows don't come out for about 3 days after. So we're probably not going to see this show till Tuesday. I wonder if AEW is going to be able to get this match online somewhere, like get Stardom to put this match up online somewhere before that point, being that it's their title. Maybe they're going to want, like, this happens Saturday morning. They could air this part of Collision if they wanted to. Like, they could get it up. Like, again, there's possibility we get this match online before the rest of the show comes out. There's a possibility of that.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I mean, we'll at the very least get the results.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, I think Tony would want that match out there as fast as possible, just so it's online, especially if Willow's winning, because then it gets, I think he's going to want that
One
match.
would think a lot of things with business where Tony Khan is concerned. However, we got 2 hours notice that Utami was going to be in Calgary. So, like, maybe he'll have his phone still at that point and he can send out a few texts or angry tweets at somebody to get something out there. I don't know.
She shows up at the
Jim.
end, towards the end of the show. We only got one more segment after we're done here talking about the Stardom.
Love you. Oh, my arm looks nice.
How does my arm look?
It looks nice.
Not as nice as yours, but she's. It's okay. We forget. We always forgive you. We won't forgive Ed, but we'll forgive you.
Considering I know what kind of books she reads, yeah. Thank you for joining us, my friend.
Well, she did have the monkey going like this, so in there, like, so, yeah. And then the main event of Flashing Champions is Arianu defending the Wonder of Stardom Championship against Ami Sare.
Yes. This is going to be great. Fantastic. Because Ami is just such a treat to watch. She has so much personality and charisma. And then you have Siriano, who has just made the craziest leaps and bounds, for me especially, over the last year, becoming one of the most exciting wrestlers to watch. She earned that Wonder of Stardom championship, and she keeps earning that prolonged, the calendar days where she just keeps winning and winning and winning with these banger matches. Yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm curious to see what it is that Ami pulls out of Sari, because each person kind of pulls something different from her, and
Mhm.
then she kind of goes back to her reserved self until she has to come out again for these singles matches.
Yeah, I'm just going new champ, new champ, new champ.
Let's go, Buttercup. Oh, we
Yep,
lost
Buttercup.
Bubbles. We lost Bubbles.
Oh, and Mel, just so you're aware. So from here, we're going to talk about a show we're probably going to end up seeing before Flash Champions, because it's going to be live this Monday on Wrestle Universe. Oh yeah,
Yes.
what we have been talking about for weeks. What we have created a whole new show on Andre Melball Wrestling Talk for. I am so excited for this coming Monday, and I'm off. I don't work Monday, so I am excited. I'm going to get up in the morning, be able to watch this. Like we're going to see Leo Rush the night before, then I'm going to get to go home, go to sleep, get up, watch Marigold. I'm so excited. Marigold Fields Forever, the debut event for this company. Rossio Gau's new venture. We're gonna quickly run the card. I am not getting up at 1 a.m. to watch this show. Just no.
Yeah.
And I
Given what time like RCW has been ending, you'll probably have enough time to get home, make something to eat, and sit down and watch the show.
yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that. I want to try to keep my sleep schedule for work on Tuesday. I'll just watch it when I get up in the morning. You could do it
Sure.
though if you want. You could do a live watch along if you want, Mel.
That'd be a pass. Means I'd have to do this. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. So we got the debut. We're getting Nane Takahashi versus Victoria Yuzuki to open up the show. I'm sorry, Ed.
Boo you.
Yeah. It's not worth me not sleeping. No. Uh, Getting Nane Takahashi versus Victoria Yuzuki. I think it's the veteran versus the up and comer. I think this is gonna be an absolutely incredible match. I feel like Nane is gonna take this.
It would make sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
That also being said, though, Victoria Yuzuki is supposed to be the future of, Joshi Wrestling. She won the Rookie of the Year tournament beginning of the year here.
Mhm.
So, you know, I do think that Nane is going to take this, but I think that Yuzuki is going to give her one hell of a freaking fight.
I agree. It's gonna be I think that match is gonna be absolutely incredible.
100%.
So this is a match of I'm not familiar with either member. These both ladies are both
Mhm.
coming over from Actress Girls. It's Miku Aono versus Nao Ishikawa. But again, I don't know that. I don't know these ladies. But
Me
again,
neither.
the more Joshi wrestling I can watch, the better.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so kind of looking forward to this. We have Mirai versus
Mhm.
Chiyaki, which it looks like Mirai versus Mirai from a year or two ago.
It kind of does, doesn't it? It's like Mirai before she put the hair extensions in.
Hmm. Yeah, it kind
I'm
of does.
digging Mirai's new look though, with the
Mm.
blue extensions on the back there, the new gear. She really has completely changed herself going into Marigold. I really, really like it. She's separated herself from that version of Mirai, and we've yet to see the other members like Tommy, Julia, or Mai Sakurai do the same thing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the new Mirai, see how she works. So we saw her a bit in that tag match. I thought she looked really good. But it's
Mhm.
like, how is this new version of Mirai going to work? This new evolution, and then Chiaki. I'm looking forward to seeing what she brings to the table. I'm super excited to see
Yeah.
what she does. Is this Mirai win? Is Chiaki get to beat Mirai to really establish
Mhm.
herself? So again, with these ladies, we don't know. It's so many different scenarios that can play out here in this show.
Absolutely.
We have a tag team match. It's Natsumi Shozuki and Misa Matsuri versus Amare Kuki and Chika Goto. Again, I'm not familiar with any of these, but I'll admit I think I fell in love with Amare Kuki the moment I saw her pictures. I was like, oh, I'm a bad person. Yeah.
Oh, isn't her name like something fun, like the amethyst butterfly?
Yeah, Amethyst Butterfly, and she loves bread. So do I.
I
Love bread.
mean, I might have fallen in love at that point too. She likes purple and she likes bread. Is a woman after my own heart.
Again, again, this is another match where we're not familiar with the people, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing the match and seeing how
Mhm.
it goes.
Yes.
And then for this one, I'm familiar with at least one of these people. It's Nagisa Nozaki from. Oh, I'm familiar with two people. Nagisa Nozaki, we saw her in Pro Wrestling Noah, teaming up with
Mhm.
Myla Grace, taking on, or we know, I know three of these people. Sorry, Mai Sakurai and Zeta Steel, friend of Ashley Pizarro, Zeta Steel is going to be on
Yeah.
this show. Looking forward to this too because Mai Sakurai coming in. Like I just feel like this is going to be such a cool mesh of styles where you've got that
Mhm.
the Joshi styles out of my Sakurai and Nozaki. Then you have that American
Mhm.
style coming from Zeta Steel and Myla Grace. Or I guess American style coming from Zeta Steel, and then I think UK style coming out of Myla Grace. Um,
Mhm.
I really look forward to seeing how they all really work together in here.
Mhm. I do as well. Just for a quick cheap plug, you can go on to Astrid Pizarro's YouTube channel where you can see her interview Astrid Asks with Zeta Steel. Check
Mm-hmm.
that out. Yeah, I obviously I'm familiar with my Sakurai. I'm familiar with Nozaki, only because of that Noah match. But that Noah match was absolutely incredible. If I'm not mistaken, Nozaki was the one who was predominantly paired up with Julia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm excited.
Who
Good
who
job.
has she has a very similar look to Julia too.
She does, yeah, with the braids, yeah.
And even the gear had very similar look and styles to it too.
Mhm.
And then your main event of the evening, it is Julia and Utami Hayashishita. Whoever thought we were getting that tag team versus Sari and Bozilla, German powerhouse Bozilla. Like this
Yeah.
is going to be like I was watching a video from Marigold the other day that had Bozilla like arriving in Japan,
Oh
and
yeah, at the airport, yeah.
she's just like she a big girl, man.
Oh, yeah, the pipes on her are impressive. She had a male counterpart with her pushing her stuff, and she dwarfed him. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. She's gonna be great. This is gonna be exciting for me because Bozilla very much a power lifter. Utami very much a power dominant person. I feel like those two are gonna clash very, very funly. And then you got just the technical prowess of Julia and just the sheer talent from Seti is gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this whole show. I can't wait. Monday morning when I wake up, I'm going to watch the shit out of. Actually, no. Probably I'll wake up. I'll go work out with Rich, and then I'll come home and watch it. Because yeah, I got to work my workout at 10 a.m. that morning. I might have to get up super early and just watch it, or can't do it. I can't watch it overnight because I need to be up at 10. I need to be out in the city at 10 to work out with Rich. So yeah,
I mean, poor choices were made.
it's not a poor choice to me. It's good for my health.
Sure.
But we have come to the end to have another episode of Japanese Wrestling Update. I want to thank all y'all for joining us here on Twitch, YouTube, or wherever you're watching this now. Thank you so very, very much. You can find me on the X, the Twitter at that Canada guy. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada dude. You can find me on Facebook at our page, Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, or you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/@Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also find everything me and Mel put out on our channel over on SundaysMainEvent.com. Go over there, hit the RSS feed, and you can hear us in audio form over there. You can find me here on OLE doing Marvel Talk on Wednesdays. We'll be back. I think we decided not to. So we're going to be back on the 29th. We're going to be talking Thor, The Dark World on our MCU Rebound. If you want to go catch our Marvel Talk, we just reviewed the last 3 episodes of X-Men 97. Go check that out on the channel, on the YouTube page. So check that out, please. And yeah, you can also find us over at Backbreaker Video. Mike the Ref, good friend to the channel. You can find his live stuff at twitch.tv/Mike the Ref, and replays all his gaming content at youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming. Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on Astro Bizarre's YouTube channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We are hoping to have an episode out soon, and we have a couple guests in mind to put on there, so stay tuned to our socials to see when that is coming out. If you're wanting to watch NJPW Stardom Wrestling or Mari Gold Wrestling, we will leave links in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com, njpwworld.com, and wrestleuniverse.com. It is 999 yen on NJPW and Wrestle Universe, and 920 yen on Stardom-World, which is approximately 10 Canadian. Shout out Sean Spears, which more like 750 with the currency change and whatever. It's still an amazing price to watch some amazing professional wrestling. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague.
Wait, who do you not want to? Yeah, who are we not? I think he's talking about you, but I don't know. I'm very
Stalking is not advised.
She will
my
punch
trusted
you.
friend and club. I will straight up fight you before I even know what's going on. Just turn around. Yeah. My trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
I just want to thank y'all for joining us here. Whether you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch, please give us a follow. Or if you want to support us, you can hit the subscribe button. You can use your Twitch Prime subscription. You get one free month per month. You can help us out that way. Or you can pay us, or you can put your money down. Either way, we'll be happy with that. Also, and you can also check us out on YouTube. Please like the videos, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Please share us out to your friends, family, and crazy little weirdos across the universe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
Hello.
No, that's going to be pass. And that being said, I am your Melba. Over there is Dre. We will see you next time. Adios.
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's my violent word. Taking chances, a gift that just